What's going on, everybody? Dreamcast 84 outside of the house yet again. So today we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now this is a Capcom game and it does not get enough attention. Other games like Power Stone, Soul Calibur, Marvel vs. Capcom, stuff like that gets way more attention than humble little JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now this is based on a manga in Japan. I'm not so sure if it's an anime. It's a very interesting little series to get into. It's just insanity. There's some really good characters and stuff. If you're not familiar with the game series, I would totally get into it, especially if you like fighting games. When it comes to ideas and opinions, let's look into this. Let's get a good little idea on what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is. Let's pop it into the system and check it out. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, I'm picking story because maybe you'll see something funny. Now, my favorite character is this crow, Pet Shop. If you select with the start button, it turns him into a black crow looking. I always pick easy because I got nothing to prove. This footage is looking really like whitewashed. Can you read all of this? Let me see if I can back it up a little bit. You can button mash with Pet Shop a lot and just do great. I have heard that in fighting tournaments, people ban Pet Shop because people spam too much with Pet Shop. A lot of people hate on the Dreamcast controller when it comes to fighting games, but I think it holds up pretty good. I mean, I'm just a button masher anyway. Yeah, 2D fighting, pretty good sprites, really good hand-drawn sprites, I think. The music is pretty good, everything's just really satisfactory. Yeah, I remember this guy being kind of crazy. My father picked this game up for me at a used bookstore. And at the time, I talked to him on the phone, and I can only imagine what kind of game he thought this was, because he said that he came across JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was just really grateful that he called me. And that's a really good memory that I have associated with this game, is that my father picked up this game for me. So I appreciate him doing that. This guy's got cool controls and stuff. It's just it's you got to learn how to play as this guy. I'm not doing too hot. There's these little characters that come with a lot of the characters. They're called stands. So you got kind of like a shadow person that's with you. They're called the stands. That manga or whatever is very interesting. That JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just it stands out for being just crazy looking, The fact that this game exists is pretty sweet, I think. She's shooting something out of her chest area, looks like.
The characters are very intense and crazy and strange. Each one is just different, and it's great. You know, the variety of just the style of the whole thing is really awesome. I'm just spamming, as you can tell, which annoys people. That's, you know. But hey, if you're just playing against the computer, just do whatever, right? This chick's got a special somewhere. Yeah, she just shot a car out the ground. Yeah, I'm just using the D-pad and the ABXY buttons, you know. Yeah, this is a really awesome looking game. The stages are awesome, the characters are awesome, things are just crazy. I think this game is just too Japanese for North American audiences. Just North American audiences just don't get the awesomeness here. But if you get it, hey, you get to enjoy a pretty cool game, I think. Well, that wouldn't be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure without JoJo, right? If you want to be like JoJo, just stick your hands in your pockets. Keep them there. It's a very crisp and clean looking game when it comes to the sprites and the cartoony look. I think that when they were trying to go for the look of the anime, they succeeded on every level. The creative art design for Capcom games is just remarkable. It's like benchmark type games. A lot of Capcom games are considered classics. I miss the Capcom of old. So yeah, I'm showing off some of the characters. Not all of them, but yes, the character design is awesome. You know, the colors are very vibrant. The art design is very amazing. You get to play as a little dog. Very wacky, very zany, very Japanese, very cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a shining example of what a 2D fighter on the Sega Dreamcast should be. It's on up there with Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Street Fighter Third Strike. You know, there's a lot of good fighters on the Sega Dreamcast, and for some reason this one gets overlooked. You know, other ones just get talked about more. Yeah, this game has a lot going for it, and it's one of my personal favorite fighting games. I like Project Justice a lot. That's another underrated, overlooked Dreamcast game that not a lot of people talk about. I think Project Justice is still an exclusive where you can't download it for some reason. I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is able to be downloaded on the PlayStation Network for PlayStation 3 or something, or whatever. It's available for something, I believe. I think it took a while for it to come out, but when it did, it did about the same time when Vampire Chronicles came out, or one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, or that I don't remember exactly. I think they put Third Strike on for digital download and all that stuff, but yeah, if you can come across a copy of this, I say scoop it up. But yeah, it's a really good fighting game. I want to give it a weird review. I want to give it a 9.3, and the only reason why I'm shaving off fractions of a point is because I don't like what Capcom turned into. I just don't like them as a company, and I don't know. I like the style is kind of out there for my tastes. Let's just put it that way. It's 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 a cool game and everything, but 9.3 for some reason. Thanks for watching. I recommend it. Thanks for watching.